Okay, apparently I'm having some difficulties with my phone. My phone's going haywire again. It's completely haywire. My battery doesn't last. My phone's completely haywire. There's more spyware in my phone than anybody's phone on the planet, most likely. What's up, my friend? I just snapped some shit off my body again. The other night, I was sitting here in my living room where the window's at. There's the biggest fucking crack on this corner of the wall right here. Like, it literally sounded like something went boom! And then from the roof down, literally there's another spike impulse that come in. Here's what I figured out. This orange telephone pole, or not the orange pole, where that orange polyethylene is, there's ground wires that come down. There's another ground wire up here. I'm trying to zoom in on this. Another ground wire. You see that little device? This little roller. I don't know what it is, but that's a ground, and it's running from that pole. And my wires are on fire over here. The telephone wires are on fire. The bottom lines, because everything just snapped, and they're trying to put everything back in. I have a 3-phase system in my head. It works with the top of the skull. It's like they keep connecting to these things, but I keep snapping them. Just in time, my friend. How are you? Get your rating picture here with this little thing. Now, there's some up the street I could get a closer look at. They, I believe what it is, it's for multi-phasing of the currents, because you see how close that is to the ground, or excuse me, these wires are. Okay, you have the 13,000 volts, and that ground goes up pretty close to that too. If I'm not mistaken, that's a magnetic field, my friend. Okay, so for that to be a magnetic field, and then there's even this little device here that's square. What are they putting that on there for? Mr. Dollard, you know about electrics and what they're doing and these little devices. That little cylinder up there. They're using that little cylinder and rotating. It's like a multi-phase ground, I believe. And they use the wires down here. But here's the issue at hand. See, that's on a turnbuckle too, and that's a ground. The wires are going crooked. There's too many areas of propagation going on here. And the biggest issue is where these nodes meet. Where these cable wires, okay, and the other 13,000 volt wire. There's a single wire here that runs all the way up the road in front of this corner house here. Do you see where it connects though? That's fucking no good. Okay, that is the biggest propagation thing I've ever seen, and you start running acoustic pressures on that, that is no fucking good. Because you have the top wires, and there's a magnetic field on the top wires, and that one's coming into it. So I guess they think they're just going to ground this shit. And here's another one. This is what I want to show you right here. It's not the right one. And plus the fiber optics down here, the data wires are all open. And right here, there's another problem spot. So they got to connect all this shit. And look at how the wires turn. Look at how the wires turn. So how does this one work here, my friend? Are they spliced together up here? This is a big issue. Now they can pulse right through the street lights. The moon's out too, by the way. Look at all this shit. Now do you see from that telephone pole coming over? Now that's connected into this. That's a ground wire. There's a ground wire there. And then there's live voltage on top of it. And it runs right to the other magnetic field on fucking top of it. So now I have a magnetic field going this way and causing a vector. You can literally fucking teleport with this shit. You can literally teleport with all this shit. And those data lines are wide open. They're wide. There's birds going in there and pulling shit out of it. Birds. And then as I come down here even further. But what it is, it's multi-phasing, and there's literally a remote sensor, a triboelectric nano generator. What the triboelectric nano generator is, when you pull material apart, it creates an electrical current. And you just start bouncing up and down. And it's like a pump. It's like a pump system. And it will pump shit back and forth, just like your heart. Your heart's triboelectric. My heart is a triboelectric. This is pumping, and it's moving electric through my body. You call it blood, but it's still electric. It's electrical signals. This is why. Oh, fuck. This is why I can't go to the hospital. This is why nobody could go to the hospital that's suffering from this shit at all. Because the hospitals are only going to say, well, we learned it this way and that's it. They're going to totally irrefute all the published papers from colleges, from universities. More importantly, not even listen to the fucking artificial intelligence. Because it knows how to manipulate that smart meter in real time. It knows how to evaluate electrics in real time. And it has every sensor in the world, and it can operate it at one time. Literally. It's that fucking... It's worse than a nuclear bomb. It's worse than a nuclear bomb. And then here we go again. Here we go again. Okay, you see where this problem's... DARPA! That's the University of West Virginia right now. Do you see the fucking problem? This shit all needs buried. You have a magnetic field. Just imagine the cylinders going that way. Now you have two cylinders coming this way. So now I have a cylinder this way and a cylinder rotating this way. And when shit happens, what happens there? You get electrostatic discharge. You get dielectric discharge. Look at the antenna here. Look at this. If only you guys knew what this does. If only you knew what this does. Let me try to get in the shade here so I can show you what the fuck's going on. Because you can use the clouds for every bit of this. This is a tragedy. This is an absolute tragedy. Very much right there. You see how it's just lined up like guitar strings, just like the tension wires. Now the tension wires are running. You barely see it. The tension wires are running down the street. And that's cross-directional. Just like this. Just like this. No one can see it. And then that's literally like a magnetic field. It's spinning. Look at this. See what they're doing? It's just following me down the street. See it phasing? It's phasing. And now that's pulsing right at me. It's following me down the fucking street. If I continue further, am I going to continue to see it? Let's just go. Let's just go. And the shit's in my phone. These little bugs, they're little transformers. Just imagine a little coil, like a vapor pen. You know, vapor pens, the little coils. Just imagine one of them very, very small and half organic. And then it could go up there. It could go anywhere it wants. But whether you're being pulsed from your brain to have it go out, or whatever the remote control operation is of this thing. And it could go up there. And it could just start making it, we'll call it an access wire. Okay? And then it could even do shit wirelessly. turn it into remote control, just pick up a wormhole. Anybody, well, they call it wormholes. It's whenever two signals meet and you get this high pitch, and it just stops. And they could run us right into the bricks of your house, right into the roof of your house, right into the studs, the screws, the drywall, your sinks. And it's a listening device, right into your light switches. When you turn your light switches up and down, it's literally a microphone coil. And it's in everyone's house. The AI is listening to everyone, whether you have a phone or not. And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter. We still rolling? Still rolling. It's not following me now. Didn't make it this far. Let's see what happens here. It didn't make it this far. I don't know if you guys can hear birds or not. I have no clue. But I've been having some crazy dreams lately. More cell phones have been showing up in my dreams. And here it is again. I got another one here. Where this shit goes right across the street. And there's a zone. You could literally, this is what they call swallowing data. Swallowing pressure tubes. This is how they hide. There it is. It's right there. It's right there. And here. It's still following me down the street. And notice how there's only these certain spots on the wires that are picking up this like reflective magnification. As I keep walking down the street, the rest of the wires should do that too. But it's only right there in these hot spots, huh? And right underneath, what do we got? What do we got right here? There's one right behind me too. And these are harmonics. These are tuners. There's another one here. And that's going right up the street. These are tension or cable. I don't think they're cable. They're here. And the last time I remembered too, my friend, is there's a guy that works for a cable company up here. I wonder if I catch him outside and ask him some of these questions. But he doesn't know anything about the electric and the wires. He only knows how to install the boxes, so it's probably a waste of my fucking time. He knows what the box is. He knows it's an antenna. He knows there's a dipole antenna. He knows what this and that is. He knows what the specs are for its rates of inductions and shit like that. But he ain't gonna be able to tell me what the fuck's going on. And if he did, he ain't going to, because he's a fucking scumbag. Because this is a power. Listen, anyone listening, this is a power worth fighting for. When you could hear somebody's thoughts, you can listen to their thoughts in their head, and then you hear every word in their house. This is a power worth fighting for, because you know everyone's move. It's just some jagoff like me that fucking beat the system. How? Because I didn't care. All I did was point my phone up in the sky, and this is what got me here. And then they just put it on me even harder and started open air bone conduction. So now there's speakers everywhere you go. You communicate. Top secret spy technology. Matter of fact, I bet you everybody in the fucking White House uses. I know the Secret Service has to know it. And how many Secret Services are fighting right now? Well, no, if Biden's there, so he has Barack Obama's Secret Service with him. I don't want to hear it. Trump's Secret Service. Who else? Clinton's Secret Service. Every one of you guys know this shit. This is what brought down the fucking buildings, the Twin Towers. And then wait until we hear about, what do they call it? A rain bomb technology? Some kind of cyclone bomb technology? Where we could just channel cold air down to the ground and cause pulses and just boom. No, that don't exist. Nope, not at all. Nothing to do with the airplanes I've been filming. Thank God there's no, like, it's been really relaxed around. It was It went on yesterday for everybody researching it. But here's the kicker. Everybody that's involved in this shit, they're not all bad. The problem is they're scared of dying. And if everybody comes together and starts talking, are they going to be super scared that they're going to die? What is it? Not everybody's bad. And they have to stay, a lot of them have to stay anonymous because they don't want these fucking people to figure out who the fuck they are. Because then they can't, like, well, whenever they hurt me, they can't come in and heal me and get all that money worth of fucking parts. 3D printed parts. And fuck me over. Oh, no, this kid can't prove nothing that's going on, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing but, I'll just slit my own throat and shut the fuck up. This is fucking bullshit. This is bullshit. Here comes the birds, and the birds work with perturbations, and it feeds shit into the top of my head and goes into my ear and causes the computer in my stomach. There's a computer in my stomach now. There's one in my crotch. There's one in my throat. And more importantly, the eyeballs. Because once they start pulsing your eyeballs, your optic nerves, like whatever's in your eyes, and in the back of your head, and run it like a fucking vacuum tube with plates, because you have a plate here and a plate here. That's how your brain fucking works. And they start pulling it out. The brain cells that are on computer chips now. I don't know what to do. Like, I tried everything possible. I called every fucking law enforcement agency. It's almost like I talked to the Air Force Intelligence Agency guy, Mr. Bodner. I met him a few times, and it's on camera at Sheets up here and at the Hilton Hotel. We sat there for 7 hours. He even bought me dinner. We just talked and talked and talked and talked. And I stressed to him, the shit's going on. He just looked at me. I was like, it's almost like they want me to go commit a crime, like a heinous crime. He's like, well, maybe that's what they want. But who is this they? Well, we're just testing shit to kill people that need killed. Well, I never signed up for it. I already been to the Air Force base. I was the intelligence officer. I don't know, I told him. I stuck up for him. Gave it the benefit of the doubt, you're helping me. But we all know. I haven't seen you for a while. You know where I live. You got my YouTube page. You sent me to some other guy's YouTube page. You just run it back and forth. Blame one another. Just blame one another. This is a major problem here. My microphone coil and my speaker box and my amplifier on my phone are so fucked up. Someone's trying to pulse me now. And then they're running through the fucking sewer lines. Because you can't fucking get it in here. You can fucking pulse out here to try to capture it, but once it's in these storm drain lines and in the sewer lines, you can't get it. And they'll tune it with that. They'll fucking tune these sewer lines with that. It's a tuner. Gemma, this is how you work at Google. And I called Google. I never got a phone call back. No phone call back. And I could even ask this guy right here if he could see that up there too. Just moving back and forth. Back and forth. And it doesn't hurt him because it's not attuned to his resonant frequency. But all Spoony G has to do is cause a sonic boom. And that shit don't know what to do. Because it'll snap the shit right out of the lines. More importantly, they want me to commit a crime. So nobody's going to help. People from the electric company don't even know what fucking ground wires are. I got a guy on video from DLC. What ground wire? Those aren't ground wires. That's just for holding a pole up, he said. It's on video. Someone has it. I sent it to someone. I don't know if they sent it out to anybody else. And then the shit it'll move up and down. And this will fluctuate because it's electromagnetic. It'll fluctuate with the natural flows. It's an up and down thing they'll do. And they'll try to rotate it. Because magnetic field that's up here on those tension wires, that magnetic field on them tension wires, we all know what it's doing. It's lifting that. It's creating, it looks like allies. Then dead middle in the center of that, what is that? It's a dielectric. It's a band, huh? It's like a band. It's like when you send out your cell phone signal. That's what they call bandwidth. That's what they call this form of vibrating energy, frequency. It's there. Just because you don't see it, doesn't mean it's not there. Just because it looks like it's not there doesn't mean it's not there. Oh, God. But I keep getting snaps right here on the top of my head. It's forming a bridge right on the